So we're going to begin our last session, but one. This session is a kind of futurology session. Our speakers are Dr. Piotr Naimski of the Higher School of Business in Nowy Sącz in Poland, which is the best private Polish university today, and the Honorable Borys Tarasiuk, the former foreign minister of Ukraine, and perhaps I will begin by introducing both of them, and then we'll allow them to do what they came to do. Borys Tarasiuk is a very experienced diplomat and member of the foreign policy community in Ukraine. He received his degree from Kiev State University, went to work for the foreign ministry, and worked his way up the ladder, so to speak. Between 1992 and 1994, Mr. Tarasiuk was Deputy Foreign Minister of Ukraine. In 1998, in April, he became Foreign Minister. He was Foreign Minister for 2.5 years. I'm delighted to say that Mr. Tarasiuk was a regular visitor here at Columbia University, and of course in the United States many, many times in the 1990s and probably before that. He is the leader of Ruch and was elected to the Verkhovna Rada on the Nasza Ukraina list. And today he's going to tell us about where he thinks Ukraine is and where Ukraine is going in the next few years. His colleague sitting just immediately to his left is Dr. Piotr Naimski. Dr. Naimski has a PhD in chemistry. He was a founding member of CORE in the 1970s, was of course harassed by police, as were all members of CORE at that time. He was active in the Polish scouting movement and therefore very interested in what young people do. Between 1977 and 1980, he co-organized and led an underground journal called Głos. He was its editor and printer, which gave him a lot of experience in moving people and things around so that authorities don't know what's going on. And that came in very handy when he became the head of the State Protection Agency in 1993 under the government of Mr. Jan Olszewski. Mr. Naimski found himself before that here in the United States for a few years, like so many Poles who were visiting the United States temporarily in 1981 and found their stays prolonged by the immense goodness and goodwill of General Jaruzelski, who declared martial law and forced them to stay here for a time. In any case, in the later 1990s, in 1997, when the government of Prime Minister Buzek was organized, Mr. Naimski was advisor on national security to the Prime Minister and was involved in the delicate and at least partially successful negotiations over bringing Norwegian gas to Poland, something that the government of Mr. Miller, who now is about to resign, initially turned down and now again is very interested in. At present and for the last few years, Dr. Naimski has been associated with the Higher School of Business in Nowy Sącz, and he is the co-creator of the International Relations Department and also the soon-to-be Political Science Department at that institution where he is a vice dean. I think we would begin with Mr. Tarasiuk, if you like.
If you instruct me. If you instruct.
This is democratic.
Democratically instructed. Thank you very much, Dr. McGill, for presenting, for your kind words. Ladies and gentlemen, when I received this proposal to visit this conference, I had no hesitations from the very beginning, because for me, the Ukrainian-Polish relationship are and will be the most important out of all the relationship Ukraine has with the neighbors. And I would like to congratulate the Columbia University for this initiative to conduct this conference at these days, especially taking into account that in 3 days in Kiev there will be official opening of the Year of Poland in Ukraine. That is next Tuesday, March 30th, when President Kwasniewski and President Kuchma would officially inaugurate the Year of Poland in Ukraine. And the next year will be the Year of Ukraine in Poland. Certainly, I think that both events would contribute considerably into the change of perceptions, including the negative ones, in both societies. Being suggested to speak on the Ukrainian-Polish relationship and the future, this is not an easy task. For this purpose, I would like to say a few words under what background this future is being formed. From my point of view, when we are speaking about these two countries which are of great interest to all of you present here and beyond this hall, we are speaking about two largest Central and Eastern European countries. We are speaking about the countries which are both strategic